Good evening and welcome to Unity of Richmond's Wednesday evening meditation. Tonight, as the topic of political division and our global consciousness evolves in the wake of our 2024 election, let us listen to some of the invaluable wisdom of one of the great ascended masters, Reverend Ernest Holmes, founder of the Church of Religious Science and author of The Science of Mind. Let us close our eyes as we are able and settle in. Now let us take in a deep cleansing breath. And another. And another. Releasing all outer concerns, relaxing back into our heart space, where we remember that all is well. Sweet Spirit, we are so very grateful. We are so grateful to acknowledge the presence of Spirit in this moment, in every situation, circumstance, and series of events. We know that even in the appearance of division or unrest, that Spirit abounds within and without. Spirit can never be separate from us, for indeed we are Spirit, and Spirit is the one and only source of all of our good, of all that is. As such, we remember to step back into the power of our divine heritage. We take our focus off of outer effects, evidence of past manifestations, or erroneous perceptions, and turn our focus back within to the cause, shifting from the effect to the cause, the first cause, the source of all. We embrace, we relish this opportunity to create a new consciousness of oneness, unity, togetherness, love, compassion, mercy, and tenderness. This is always the right moment. Indeed, our intention at all levels of experience is peace. Peace, perfect peace. And I release this decree into the ethers of a most benevolent universe with gratitude, thanksgiving, and appreciation, knowing that the seeds we have planted for our new consciousness of global peace are indeed already bearing fruit, and so it is. Now, let us position ourselves to receive the timeless wisdom of the Venerable Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes. What greater realization of life than to know that God is with us? From this great realization comes peace, a peace which the world little understands, and a calm which is as deep as the infinite sea of love in which he realizes himself to be immersed. In the silence of the soul's communion with the great cause of all being, into the stillness of the Absolute, into the secret place of the Most High, back of the din and ceaseless roar of life, we shall find a resting place and a place of real spiritual power. Peace is brought through a conscious unity of the personal man with the inner principle of his life, that underlying current flowing from a divine center, pressing ever outward into expression. But this can never come by proxy. We can hire others to work for us, to care for our physical needs, but no one can live for us. This we must do for ourselves. You must arrive at peace of mind. It is only on the basis of peace that you can persist with absolute certainty. Peace alone gives poise. There is an intuition within you which already knows that you are one with good, that your destiny is certain, and you must listen to this intuition, for it is the voice of God in you. God is peace. We enter this peace in such degree as we withdraw from confusion. Instead of contending against evil, we should think good. Instead of fighting the devil, we should worship God. Instead of being overcome by grief, we should enter the joy of living. If there is anything we need, it is peace of mind. Without it, life is not worthwhile. Peace of mind comes only when there is a personal and collective sense of security. This sense of security comes when there is a sense of belonging to the universe. Jesus knew that no one is or ever can become sufficient unto himself. It is when the soul returns to its source and finds its true center in pure spirit that it enters into that peace which the wise one said the world cannot give. When we are confused, we should turn from the confusion and come to the realization of a divine presence and the strength and stability of its inward presence. Recognize that there is but one life. That life is God. That life is within us, and there is no confusion in that life. And begin to identify with that life. Identification is one of the great words in our language. We could say, I am one with God's peace. There is no confusion in me. At the center of my being, there is peace. There is nothing to be afraid of. At the center of my being, the eternal peace forever dwells in security. I have no fear. The peace that is within you is not something separate from God. It is not something that bombards you from without. This peace is something that expands from within. Always this peace had been in you. Always this peace has nestled at the center of your being, ready to reveal itself in its perfection and harmony. Peace stands at the door of your consciousness and awaits your acceptance of it. However, it does not stand outside your door waiting for your entrance, so much as it stands inside waiting to be expressed in everything you do. Because God is peace, and because God is in you, the peace of God must also be in you. You should no longer go in search of peace, for this is confusion. Peace is at the center of your own soul. It is the very being of your being. This peace, which is at the center of your being, has never been disturbed. It has never been afraid. It has never desired to harm anyone. Therefore, it has never been hurt. How then shall you use this great gift which nestles at the very center of your being? You are to use it consciously. You are to speak the word of peace wherever discord appears. And when you do speak the word of peace, let no doubt arise in your thought. You must know that peace stills the tempest. You must know that peace has all power because it is the peace of God within you. Above the wind and higher than the whirlwind, enshrined in the heart of God, there is a voice within you which says, Peace, be not afraid, it is I. This I is you. This you is God within you. This God within you is peace. I discipline my mind to perceive peace. When we reach a state of peace and serenity, where we perceive the unity of all life and all good, we are tuning into this divine unity. If, on the other hand, our thought continuously dwells on struggle or fear and mental disturbances, we attract these conditions, these vibrations of thought, these mental atmospheres become attracted into our mind. Where there is a general community of interest and a number of persons are involved, and there is general confusion, if there is only one person to know peace for that group, it will neutralize the confusion of the others. We must practice the presence of peace consciously, definitely, and deliberately. If we can do it individually and in the family, and to a certain degree in our offices and businesses, which we can, why can't we do it for the whole world? We can. Peace I leave with you. My peace give I unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. This is what Jesus knew, and this is the only thing that will bring peace on earth. Peace will come through the affirmation of people who believe in affirmation, and the petition of those who petition but believe in the answer to the petition. It doesn't matter whether he is Catholic, Protestant, or metaphysician, a Jew or a Gentile. There is no God who knows any difference between them. We are each the individualization of the One, the All and the Only, here and now. Each meets God right here and nowhere else, and in such degree as he has first met him, here he is able to meet the other person at that level. It is impossible that he can meet him otherwise. We want peace, then it has got to begin right where I am. For me, I myself must believe in my own prayer. When ye pray, believe that ye receive. So we want peace on earth. Then let us pray for peace in our own hearts. Let us affirm peace in our own minds. Let us live as though peace were the mandate of God, because it is. Together, let us affirm it, and let us encourage others too, no matter what the opposition appears to be, for it is a fundamental reality of God. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. Let us face the future without any fear, but let us all also face it intelligently, as men and women who are not afraid of anything. There is nothing in the universe to be afraid of. Somewhere along the line, the balance of the scales of eternal truth shall fall on the side of peace. Let us, you and me, pray for peace, and let us make our hearts fit to accept it when it comes. Let us make our intellect and our soul and our will and our feeling ready to receive it and embrace it even before it comes. Let us, in the stillness of our own soul, go back to that ineffable presence which is peace, and proclaim it, even in the midst of confusion. for that peace which is the power at the heart of God. Thank you. This meditation and reading are complete.